be live. Nice. Okay, slight delay over on Pump Fun, but that's okay. At least you guys can hear me and hear all my music and shit. Let's start over on Abstract. Start it over there. Dope. We're ready to go. Welcome to the stream. Okay, chat, we need to have an honest conversation about this guy, Dancing Eddie. Is there anybody in crypto that's more down bad than Dancing Eddie? Do you guys know who this guy is? This guy goes to crypto conferences, he gets on the dance floor, and he dances. But he doesn't dance in an endearing way. He doesn't dance in an attractive way. I mean, I don't know if this guy... Look, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't know if this guy is capable of being attractive. You feel me? He dances in a very strange way. I'm trying to find a good example of this. Here. Like, chat. I'm not a hater. Like, I'm not someone that looks down on other people. I'm not someone that talks down on other people. But if you're in your 30s and you're doing this in front of other people, respect. Respect. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's something to this. Notice how he's in the middle of the dance floor and everyone else is around him watching him. They could hate him, they could love him, but at the end of the day, he's entertaining. And that's what this is all about. Hate him, love him, whatever it is, you're watching him. And that's a lesson that I think we can all learn from. Especially us content creators in this game. So shout out to Dancing Eddie for dancing his little heart out. I mean, the guy's like 5'2" or something, so little heart out. But he's a Chad. He's a real Chad. I can try and FUD, I can try and fade. The guy has zero game, don't get me wrong. But he doesn't need any. He's himself. And he believes in himself. That you know, you can't buy that confidence. Nice. Let's look at Axiom. Let's see if anything's going on in the market. Is the market still terrible? There's a handful of coins that are doing very, very well. But it's not like you can jump into a new pair and make a decent amount of money. Are we seriously, like, how did this even bond? How are we bonding a random joke from South Park from an episode that aired 8 years ago? It just doesn't make any sense. The market is absolute top to bottom ass right now. How did this migrate? It has $58 market cap. Like DoorDash. The DoorDash order I placed yesterday has more market cap than this. What the fuck is going on in the market right now, for real? It's pretty crazy. Let's take a look at the notifications. Mask community is going absolutely hard. I went to the zoo recently on my last stream, if you guys were watching. I had such a blast there. Moose, bro, why are you still awake? Wait. Why is Moose still awake right now? It's like, I thought it was late over here. It's 1:20 a.m. or some shit like that over here. It's fucking 4 a.m. 4:20 a.m. over there with Moose. But respect. Respect. Alright, you're watching Crypto Rap Live, everybody. This stream is brought to you by Why Not? Brought to you by Pump Fun. The ticker is Why Not? It's my creator capital market coin. This thing has been sitting at around 100k for the past few days. It's middle of the road. I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was a little bit higher, but we'll get there. At least it's not lower, right? It honestly surpassed my expectations. I thought this was gonna be a 20k topper, but we're sitting at 100k and we're doing pretty good on it, so. Let's go. Shout out to Trippy Bass. We're definitely going to be talking about Mask. We're definitely going to be talking about PBTC. We're going to be talking about some of the hottest and freshest coins in the market. Am I on here? Why aren't I on here? I got to refresh it maybe. Should be on here. Nice, there I am. Cute. Look, chat, we're on the front page. Let's go. Wait, I don't understand. How come these people have their names and then mine is like a random string of letters? What's going on with that? I want my name. I don't want a random string of letters. It's interesting. Respect. Yeah, so I look at the market right now. It's the middle of the night and it's Saturday, I guess going into Sunday, so it's not exactly typically prime time. But there isn't anything moving. And what's really shocking me is the amount of coins that are literally at fucking $50 market cap. I need to filter that out. Minimum market cap. Come on, y'all. We gotta at least have 1,000 or something. How the fuck are you bonding with $50 market cap? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Shitting up the whole feed over there. Let's see, this thing's got 500,000 volume, but terrible market cap. Is this gonna bounce? Or is this just a rug? This actually low-key might... Is this a decent time to scale in? Chat, we might watch this fly right now. Like, it's clearly a rug, but the fact that it went down so sharp, so quick, I think is intriguing. Let me try and fix the orientation of this so it looks a little bit... What's going on? Like, should I just go full screen on this, I guess? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? Chat, don't say I didn't warn you that this was low-key gonna recover. Okay, we'll do that, I guess. I don't like... Why is this so bad? It's usually so good. We'll just do that, I guess. Like, I don't like that you guys can see my tabs and shit up there. Usually I would prefer otherwise, but whatever. Smooth this over. Chat, we're up on my paper trade. Like, does this recover to all-time high again? All-time high was barely 100K. There's some tracked wallets in here, and including tracked wallets that bought pretty much at exactly literally the top with a pretty decent amount of money, and I feel like they wanted to recover. We're already up a significant amount from our paper trade here. The narrative is cat duck. The ticker is cuck. That's kind of funny, like at face value. It's not the most clever thing, but at least it's a pun. There might be something to this. You know, if you had paper traded this shit, you'd be up, or got in where I paper traded rather, you'd be up like 20% or something, so that's not too bad. What's the target for Lias? 1 trillion. 1 trillion is FUD. I thought CT was the zoo. CT is definitely a zoo. This thing is intriguing to me. I'm always impressed by coins that rug so heavily, so early into their career with such high volume, because usually that's a good sign for recovery. This one still seems to be struggling on the lower range, so I'm not too optimistic about it. And you can see that the top 10 holders are holding 50%, 15% rather. That's not the best thing in the world. But yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at this. This is boring. Let's find something else. Super low market cap there, but this one's even worse than the last one. People are trading out there right now. Like, bro, don't you guys have a life? It's fucking 2 a.m. Motherfuckers are trading like it's middle of the day on a weekday. So many different wallets jumped into this bullshit. I guess you gotta get it where you can. Anything that's bonding soon that looks good? Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, this chart looks epic. Why do people always sell when my stream starts? Motherfuckers. Thanks for liking my live, everybody. Got a couple viewers in here. Let me, I haven't been looking at the X chat, but let me pull up X so I can see the chat. Dope. Alright, the chat is open there. Chat is open on Abstract. Chat on Pump Fun. We seeing the chat on Pump Fun? Let's jump over to live streams. Anybody saying anything in the Pump Fun chat? Where am I? I should be up here. Oh, there I am. Music not playing, bro, but that's from earlier. Am I not live right now? Did my live cut out? Weird. Wait. Huh. No, I'm still live. Interesting. Spanky says, "What you buying, bro?" Nothing. I've got 0 soul in my wallet, so I'm not buying anything. I'm just looking at some stuff. Doing some paper trading. It's not a good time to buy right now anyways. It's the middle of the night on the weekend. I'm not convinced that anything's going to be moving right now. You know what I should do? I should... Oh, fuck. That's the wrong button. What is it? Is it this one? Yes. There we go. I was pretty stupid. Now we've actually done that. Whoops. How do I switch tabs in this configuration though? There has to be like a quick... Is it Windows arrow key or something? But yeah, full screen orientation. That's what I'm talking about. I should probably move the chats over to my other screen so I can read them. Put the X chat here. Put the Pump Fun chat here. Put the Abstract chat here. Nice. Dope. Okay, now I see all the chats at the same time. Let's rock and roll. Alright, so let's look at some charts that don't suck. Over here, we've got PBTC. That's purple Bitcoin. It's hit a little bit of a retrace today, but when I say that this coin has been on a straight tear upwards, I mean it. I mean, look at this chart. Let's switch to market cap view so you can get a better idea of what's going on here. Let's go full screen on this. So a couple days ago, look, the more I zoom out, the better it looks, right? A couple days ago, this thing was down here at 2.5 million. I mean, I'm talking literally a week ago. So a week ago, this shit was at 2.5 million. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, an absolutely ballistic tear that didn't stop. Didn't stop. Day after day after day, just going higher and higher until it cracked around 9.2 million. So we went from 2 million to 9 million, almost 10 million, in just a span of a few days in pretty much a straight line. There was very little retrace. You had like a heavy sell here, a heavy sell here, a few minor sells here, but every single time this thing dipped, it just absolutely shredded. It recovered in seconds and it soared, and that's really impressive. That's really hard to do, especially in these market conditions. You have to keep in mind, this was happening while the Elon and Trump FUD was going on. Good to see you, Booms. Welcome to the stream. This was happening while so much was going on in the market that it's kind of insane. Really, like, it really impresses me that this thing shredded the way that it did. Now we're seeing the first actual significant retrace since its tour of glory. And it fell from 9 down to 6.5. It's about a 25-30% retrace, which isn't the best thing ever, but it's already recovered pretty generously, going back up to 8, now catching itself at 7, and then bouncing back up to 8 a little bit. This is one of the best communities in the game right now, one of the best teams in the game right now, an epic project with deflationary tokenomics. In my opinion, this is the Bitcoin of Solana, and that's kind of a big deal. Bitcoin is the most popular narrative in all of crypto, like it or hate it. I mean, I'm sure all you guys really like it, but this thing right here, this changed the market forever. And it didn't just change the market, it changed the world. This thing is kind of like, without this, we wouldn't be here right now, right? And so what happens when you take this and you put it on Solana? It's kind of a cool deal, in my opinion. They have a lot of stuff going on. They've got like some AI bots. They have this game in their Telegram where you can play it and you can earn the coin. They have a travel agency. You can literally get discounts on hotel bookings if you're a holder of this coin, which I think is pretty neat. And they're constantly looking for new and different innovations for their project, in addition to the deflationary tokenomics. So unlike Bitcoin, which is constantly increasing in supply, this thing is constantly decreasing in supply, which is pretty interesting. Guy in my chat says check out Pigwif. We'll look at Pigwif right now. It's this one right here. So I'm a level with you guys. I kind of missed the whole pig narrative. Like, I don't really buy it, in my opinion. It's not particularly bullish. I understand the James Wynn connection, but you have to understand that that guy is literally only famous for losing money. So I'm not sure why you guys would stake your bullish narratives on a guy that is literally only famous for losing money. This is a guy who liquidated $100 million out of his wallet in the past 2 weeks. And you motherfuckers are trying to buy coins based on him? Are you serious? It's the most ridiculous nonsense I've ever seen. The moon pig that he made, that shit rugged itself. Like, he rugged. He literally rugged that shit. So everybody's bright idea is to go onto the blockchain and make a coin for a guy who lost $100 million and rug pulled his beam narrative? Why the fuck would you ever do that? Like, be so for real with me right now. What goes through your pig brain when you decide to ape into a coin like this? The guy rugged, and then he lost $100 million, and somehow you guys register that as bullish. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know how it makes sense to you guys. So in my humble opinion, looking at this chart, it looks pretty miserable, honestly. Kind of looks like ass. I don't think it's going to perform. I don't think it's doing well. So I'm going to have to hit this with the fade. I appreciate you bringing it to my stream, but Pigwif hat, trash. Super trash. Yeah, they capitalized on the hype of the moment, but this was just a dime a dozen double derivative narrative where the dev was eager to rug you guys. 3 million laughed all the way to the bank down to 500K. Now the sell pressure is so heavy. You've been in a consolidation for a while, but come on. This is literally based on a guy who lost $100 million after rug pulling his project. What the fuck do you guys expect? Respect, though. Let's look at Mask. Mask back above 20 million, literally just right now. Wow. Let's go all time on this. Look, I just want it on the record. You're seeing the Mask chart, right? Crazy ups, a little bit of down, crazy up again, a little bit of down. Right here, this moment right here, this is when the wrap dropped. I just want to go on the record and say, when the wrap dropped, this thing mooned. Okay? I'm not going to take full credit. I'm not going to say I did that. But I'm just saying that at this moment, wrap dropped. So I might have saved the chart if I'm being real. I might have single-handedly saved Mask. You know, not financial advice, do your own research, but I think the chart speaks for itself. Speaking of that wrap, look, Mask is up here. It's a top 5 coin. one of the best performers on Pump Fun right now. Really dope project, honestly. Crypto in Politics says, it's got nothing to do with him. It's not trash, and it's a CTO after getting farmed. It has everything to do with him. The whole reason the project was made was because it was following the pig meta, and the pig meta was inspired by Moonpig, and the only reason why Moonpig was getting attention is because James Wynn is one of the biggest people on crypto Twitter right now. You're lying to yourself if you say it's got nothing to do with him. And then if you do genuinely believe that it has nothing to do with him, then why on earth would you buy it anyways? The only thing it has going for it is that it's connected to one of the most popular names in crypto Twitter right now. You mean to tell me that the only thing that that project is about is a literal pig with a hat? A literal pig with a hat? And you think that's worth money? Come on, bro. Be real. What, gorilla with hat? Alligator with hat? Fucking cow with hat? Like, why? Why would pig with hat be more bullish than the other ones? It's because it falls into a particular meta at a particular time, capitalizing on a particular trend from a particular person on crypto Twitter, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But respect. Let's pull up the mask rap. Mask. There we go. This is an absolute banger. Absolute top quality banger. Wait. You guys gotta see this. Can you see this? I think you can see this. Let me turn off the jazz music really quick so we can bump this. I'm not saying that to be mean, bro, and I respect the CTO, I respect the hustle, but like literally, you're remiss if you're trying to tell me that it has nothing to do with him.
Mask on, fucking mask on, mask on, fucking mask on.
Put my mask on. Put my mask on. Put my mask on.
Mask on,
1, 2, 3.
put my mask on. All time high, we hit that shit is mad strong. Fast car, Lamborghini with that shit like NASCAR. Cat with mask, packing cash, stack it till we pass y'all. M's on M's on M's on M's on M's. I feel like Eminem. Told my new bitch I don't want no pussy, less a mask on him. Me and this little cat are shiesty match, so that's my twin in him. Try to run up, sell, well, guarantee that we defending him. For the talking shit, that dog in him believe we ending him. The mask showing up every day. Cat with mask, we run a fade. Mask on. If you think I took that shit off, got your facts wrong. I don't reload. One tap, one show. CSGO mode. Blockchain code. Put my mask on. All time high, we hit that shit is mad strong. Fast car. Lamborghini with that shit like NASCAR. Cat with mask. Packing cash. Stack it till we pass y'all. M's on M's on M's on M's on M's. I feel like Eminem. That shit is mad strong.
This is a
Wait. Why am I hearing myself?
Till we pass y'all. I feel like Eminem.
That's funny. Where do I hear myself from? I gotta figure that shit out real quick, chat. Is it on X? No, it's not on X. Is it? It's gotta be on Pump Fun, right? That's funny. Where do I hear myself? Pump Fun. Oh yeah, that's funny. I've been hearing my Pump Fun stream the whole time. Wee. Alright. So today I went to the zoo, chat. I went to the zoo. Let me show you guys the video that I kind of clipped from the zoo. It was a lot of fun. So let me talk to you a little bit about why I went to the zoo and what the point was and all that shit. But first, let's watch the video.
What's up, everybody? We're at the zoo. That's Pepe. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's pretty dope.
Pepe.
National Geographic in here. That fool just woke up, too. Oh, and there's a baby one. Oh. Yo, that's a God candle. This stream is sponsored by Bitcoin Puppets.
Shout out to
And
Bitcoin
Mog.
Puppets.
And
Mog.
Pump Fun.
And Pump
If
Fun.
you like those things, stick around. Whoa. Wait, you guys got to see all this.
This was trippy to me, honestly. I was not expecting to see all of this bullshit when I was walking at the zoo. People dressed up as flamingos and shit going in the crowd.
This is pretty dope. Is this what Trev's stream is like right now? I know Trev is out in Zimbabwe right now. I think this is what Trev is seeing.
The giraffes were crazy, honestly. So yeah, that was just a short
What's up,
clip
everybody? We're at the zoo.
of compilation of moments from my stream today at the zoo. Honestly, so I did it for one reason and one reason only. I'm trying to beta test the IRL streaming, okay? I'm trying to beta test the IRL streaming because I have a tour coming up. I'm going on a USA-wide tour. I'm hitting over 15 cities within the next 3 months. By September 1st, we're going to have done fucking 15 cities at least. I'm performing concerts. I'm doing IRL content and streams. I'm onboarding retail investors. And I'm connecting with industry professionals and talking about crypto on the ground. So it's going to be an epic, epic, epic journey. This Crypto Rap live on tour. More details are going to follow starting this week. And actually the first destination is going to be this week. I'm going to be posting about that pretty soon. But this is all in an effort to scale up my content game to the next level, right? This is what I live and breathe. I'm a Web3 content creator at heart. This is what I was put on earth to do. And I'm going to prove that to you guys by taking the show on the road and doing it bigger, badder, and better than ever before and anyone else. So in order to do that, I have to kind of get used to the game. And getting used to the game means getting on the ground, going to interesting places, trying to practice, you know, interacting with things in an IRL mode. I stream a lot here in front of my computer, but streaming out in the real world is a little bit different than that, right? And so I wanted to see that the technology was good, that what we were doing was viable, that it was funny, that it was entertaining, that it was clippable, etc., etc. And so I'm practicing pretty much. That's why I went to the zoo. Tomorrow I've got another plan to take the stream on the road. We'll see if it materializes. It's going to be a little bit trickier. But this is all practice for the eventual tour that's happening over the course of the next 3 months. And I think it went pretty well. I enjoyed myself at the zoo. The thing was, the tech was a little bit tricky. I think this was X's fault. X, as you guys know, as popular as it is in crypto Twitter, is a pretty fucking technologically miserable app. It just doesn't really work very well. And a lot of times, there's a lot of issues, technical issues with it. Whether that's on Spaces, whether that's when uploading posts. I'm sure you guys were around like a week or two ago when you literally couldn't even see DMs or notifications from people. And so, yeah, I started the stream and it was going great. But about halfway through the stream, suddenly the audio glitched out and stopped working very well. And for some reason, I'm baffled that this happened. For some reason, it made me sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It literally made me sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Look, it happened right around the 14-minute mark. After I said all that stuff about Trev, I flipped my camera around, and suddenly I am Alvin and the Chipmunks. It was pretty, like, I still don't really understand how that happened. And honestly, it was kind of funny. I mean, you hear that? You hear what I'm saying too? Chat, if you see Gainsey in the wild, you better not fuck with him. This is a baboon in the cage. But for some reason, it made me sound like Alvin and the Chipmunk. It didn't make a lot of sense, but that's a baboon right there, you see? That's Mudang. I saw Mudang, you see? Mudang was at the zoo. Pretty crazy, honestly. That's literally the same species as Mudang, and look at it. It was eating something, too. That's Gainsey. Yo, that's Gainsey. He found his nice Jewish wife and he had his kids, is what I'm saying. So crazy, honestly.
This has been amazing, chat.
I'm trying to find this. Okay, look, this part is funny. Listen. I'm trying to talk to the bird, but because it made me Alvin and the Chipmunks, that shit came out very funny. Anyways. Damn, they got a goat at the zoo. turned into a petting zoo. Go. Go, go, go. Shout out to the community project. It was a lot of fun going to the zoo, by the way. And so I'm going to keep practicing all week long. I'm going to try and go out and do more IRL content streams. And then this week, later this week, in a couple of days, I'm going to hit my first tour date. And the rest is history, honestly. This is, to my knowledge, the first ever crypto musical tour. Like, this is the first time a crypto musical artist, a DeFi native superstar, has gone on tour across the United States. I can't think of any other time in history that's happened. I mean, like, obviously there's been other crypto musical artists. Obviously they've done NFT collections and made songs and all that stuff. There's been some people that were a little bit more popular than me. Got a little bit more exposure than me. But I'm him. I'm him. I'm the first ever crypto artist going on tour. Wait, I just got to send this to my friend because he actually made a token based on this. Let me send this shit. Rasmer DM'd me. That's nice. And by DM'd me, I mean reacted to my DM to him. Crazy. Anyway, shout out to Mask. What else is going on in the market? So Costco was a big one today. 1.4 million right now. But here's what I don't understand. Oh, I guess that makes sense. 4 hours, 20 minutes old. 1.5 million market cap. 15 million volume. This shit, it looks pretty good, honestly. It's not a bad looking chart right now. Let's go 1 minute on this. Let's break it down. Holy guacamole. That thing was an absolute rug. What the fuck happened over here, bro? From 1.3 mil all the way down to 160 and 90% retrace in one candle. That's foul, bro. But the craziest part is it actually recovered. It recovered super generously, breaking all-time high and cracking 3.5 mil. Let's see what the narrative is. Matt Fury deleted his tweet. Interesting. Brian at Costco is the new Wojak at McDonald's meme. We will revenge meme after Matt Fury's shenanigans. So Matt Fury tweeted something about Costco and then he deleted the tweet after somebody made the token? Is that why it rugged? That's pretty crazy, honestly. Shout out to Matt Fury. Matt Fury is why is Lexapro trading right now? Lexapro literally bought Costco 13 seconds ago. Lexapro, are you watching the stream, bro? What the fuck? That guy is literally watching my stream. He's stream sniping me and he's copy trading me. That's crazy. But respect. And don't say cap, chat. Don't say cap, because look, that motherfucker follows me. See? Lexapro. You should write a thesis about my meme coin. I want to see the paragraphs, brother. Anyways, so that's Costco. If we're talking Matt Fury memes, we might as well talk about Zeus. Zeus has been taking over Ethereum lately. Normally Ethereum has no motion, but this thing shredded to 40 million market cap in like 2 weeks or something like that. Let's go 1 hour chart. This is crazy. This is Matt Fury's cartoon, and this is actually a very special character, especially in cryptocurrency, because the character of Zeus is this thing right here. This is Pepe's dog. Yeah, the Pepe, the multi-billion-dollar meme coin, the top meme to ever do it. And this is his dog. And we know that in cryptocurrency, people love dog narratives. And then we know that they love Pepe. And then we know that they love Matt Fury. So here you have a combination of all three on the Ethereum blockchain. This thing was made for ETH. This is literally like a once-in-a-lifetime narrative. And then you couple that with the fact that there's so many industry OGs, so many whales, so many ETH maxis buying into this. and sending that chart up hard. And then you add on top of that a really capable team that's already rolled out a number of really exciting updates. Just yesterday, we were in a space, Moose, me, and JSP, we were talking about this coin in particular. And the team, over the course of that space, had just announced that they had acquired the rights to the IP, the intellectual property of Zeus, this guy right here. I'm not going to lie, I have no clue how they took the IP of this guy, considering it was created by someone totally different, but I'm not going to question it. That means that they can merchandise, they can create products, they can create games, they can do whatever they want with it. And that's pretty important. That's how you scale up a project to the next level and reach new audiences. They were saying during the space yesterday, this is something that I always like to hear and something that makes me very bullish on projects, that this is kind of going to be a vehicle for onboarding new generations of investors. This isn't just about one single coin. This is really about a movement to bring more people into the fold. Ethereum's kind of the wrong chain to do that on because the gas fees are high and it's not exactly accessible. There's a million other layer 2s on ETH that would be better fit for that. But still, I'm not going to question it. Chat, here's something I want you guys to notice. About a week ago or 2 weeks ago, when Launchcoin was popping off, or I guess it was like 3 weeks ago now, when Launchcoin and Believe and all that shit was popping off, you looked at the deck screener top on Solana, and pretty much all of the coins had Meteora liquidity, because that's how Believe worked or whatever. And then the Bonk thing too, and then the Boop thing too. I think they all had Meteora liquidity. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you saw a lot of Meteora signs on here. Now, as you guys can see, pump, 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 base, pump. 10 out of the top 10 Solana coins right now on Deck Screener are Pump Fund coins. They have taken back the throne. And this is something I've said before. I'll say it again. Let me pull up Pump Fund while I say this. Pump Fund is the greatest to ever do it. Pump Fund is the greatest to ever do it. It is the single best launchpad, for lack of a better word, in the industry right now. It started the wave, but that's not enough. That's not the reason why it's successful right now. It is not only the past, but it is also the future. You see, a lot of people have come for Pump Fund's spot, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is the top grossing DApp in Solana. This is literally hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue since it came out. Started with a team of a handful of people at most. And since then, they've done nothing but grow and expand and improve. So what's cool is, right, Pump Fund is the most democratic, most accessible, lowest friction launchpad in crypto. Anybody can make a coin on here. It costs $0 to create a Pump Fund token, and all you need is a name, an image, and a description. If you've got that stuff, I don't even think you need the description. If you've got a name and an image, you've got a coin. And anybody, even your grandma, could launch a coin on here. That's what's so exciting about it. Suddenly, it's not about insiders. It's not about whoever's got the money. It's not about whoever knows what they're doing or technical skill or development or any of that stuff that used to be bottlenecks for creating coins on chain. Now it's literally just about the idea. Now it's literally just about the narrative, about the meme, about whatever it is that you want to put on chain. And that's something that's super special. That unlocks a whole world of possibility. And it's already led to so many incredible developments in the ecosystem. Now, plenty of people have tried to come for Pump Fund's spot. Let me break them down one by one. You had Boop coming in. Boop, I even feel bad talking about it right now because it's so irrelevant and so garbage. But Boop tried to hijack the culture by leveraging KOLs. Their whole strategy was, if we get the biggest names on crypto Twitter to make a coin on our platform, then people will stop using Pump Fund and they'll start using Boop. They offered as much as $200,000 to some of the biggest names on crypto Twitter just to launch a token on Boop. Did it work? Absolutely not. The platform is smoldering ruins right now. There is nothing left of Boop. No single coin coming out of Boop has ever been successful long term. Shit is garbage. Shit is ass. Everybody hates Boop now. You can't hijack the culture. You can't just buy off KOLs and take Pump Fun's spot. That's not how it works. Then Bonk did it, right? Bonk came out and they tried to leverage their status as an industry legend. They are, and have been for a while, one of the top projects on Solana. Everybody knows Bonk. In the deepest, darkest depths of the bear market, Bonk was pushing multi-billion-dollar market cap and giving people something to believe in. A lot of the reason that Solana is here today is because of the hard work of the Bonk community and what Bonk has pulled off in their history. But was it enough? Was it enough to leverage that name brand, to leverage that billion-dollar title, to leverage their industry connections to create a launchpad? No. You can't hijack the culture. Bonk tried. They made their platform. There was plenty of coins coming out on there. But it's not nearly as successful as Pump Fun. Doesn't have a positive outlook. There's been its fair share of drama and rug pulls and garbage on there. It's been a failed product, in my opinion. Bonk has created a lot of incredible products. That Launchpad was not one of them. Then you got Ben Pasternak pulling up. Ben Pasternak pulls up and tries to leverage this hoity-toity, elitist, Web 2, companies are building on chain. This is for a market for people to launch their startups and for bringing real tech to the space and blah, 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 right? They may believe, he may launch, whatever. Bro was taking so much of the fucking fees, people launching coins didn't make shit on that shit. There was like 1 week where Launchcoin and Believe and all that shit was bullish. And since then, it has totally fallen off a cliff. He made a ton of money, don't get me wrong, because of the kind of scam tokenomics that he had. But, and he's spending that money to build the platform out. There's still a bunch of people bullish on Believe and shit. Thread Guy is pretty bullish on Believe. Rasmer and company is pretty bullish on Believe. And I respect their opinions. And there are successful projects coming out of there. More so than Boop and more so than Bonk. But still, you can't hijack the culture. You can't hijack the culture by being a Web 2 launchpad for companies. You can't hijack the culture by being an established Web 3 brand name in Solana. You can't hijack the culture by being a fucking KOL nonsense, whatever Boop was. Pump Fun is the culture. It's the people's launchpad. It's the launchpad that is most accessible, that's most retail friendly. They've been developing tirelessly. They've expanded from a handful of people on their team to over 60 people on their team. They continue to thrive, continue to push new updates. Their app in the App Store is one of the best crypto apps in the game right now. Continues to update like 6 times a day sometimes. It'll have new updates rolling out. Their live streaming integration is hilarious. It's entertaining. It's onboarding new people every single day. And the coolest thing is, anybody can do it. You don't have to be a KOL. You don't have to be an OG Solana insider. And you don't have to be some kind of fancy hoity-toity startup. You can just be yourself. You could just be the quant kid. You could be a literal middle schooler and launch some bullshit. You can be a guy who locks himself in a dog cage until a certain market cap. You could just be mentally deranged and launch on Pump Fun. You could be somebody who's terminally ill. You could be a small business owner. You could be a single parent. All of these things have happened on Pump Fun. Your wife could be giving birth and you could hold the camera up and you could stream it on Pump Fun. That happened on Pump Fun. Everything happens on Pump Fun. Everything worth talking about. Everything culturally significant. Everything entertaining. Everything that has a chance of breaking out of this Web3 box that we all live in, transcending blockchain and reaching the masses, is happening on Pump Fun. And they're about to do this token raise, right? They're raising $1 billion with a valuation of $4 billion. They've already got hundreds of millions in revenue under their belt, and they have been reinvesting, building, innovating, developing the technology, and helping out people in the ecosystem. A lot of people haven't paid attention to what Pump Fun is actually doing. People are fudding and shit on the timeline because they don't realize the hard work that's happening over there. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time to build a company that's going to be the best, that's going to pioneer the future. They don't understand that to attract top talent, to have these interviews, to onboard, to do the HR, that shit takes a lot of time. And that's precisely what Pump Fund's been doing for the past year. Now, only recently have we seen the fruits of that. They've been working hella hard. They've been working hella hard to expand the platform, to make it better, and the updates are literally daily. There's no other app in crypto, besides maybe like Axiom, that's updating as frequently as Pump Fund is. They're quiet about it. There's no dev notes, there's no update notes or anything like that, but they are doing it. And then my favorite thing, just recently, like a couple weeks ago, I think last week actually, they had a $1 million grant program. You could apply, you could be anybody. You could apply for a share of $1 million to create content on Pump Fund. You bring your project idea, you bring your coin, you talk about what you're up to, about how you would use the money, and Pump Fund will bankroll you only sheerly in the interest of the culture and building the entertainment value on the platform and pushing the envelope for what's possible in crypto. Literally only to go back to the community directly, no questions asked. You submit your proposal, they will hand you a fucking check and let you do your thing. I can't think of anybody else, again, echoing that sentiment of accessibility, of frictionless, of democracy, that anybody, even the little guy, even people from another country, doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what you do, if you're bringing something to the space, you're gonna get bankrolled. And that's fucking dope. That's really fucking dope. That gesture of goodwill coming from Pump Fund, putting $1 million on the table to advance the entertainment and content on their platform, speaks volumes to where their heart is at. They really are the future in a meaningful way. They are pioneering. They are trailblazing crypto culture. The app is getting better by the day. The audience is increasing in size by the day. The content creators, the people that are making on that platform are increasing by the day. God bless Pump Fund, and fuck every hater on the timeline that tries to FUD them. Everyone that's fudding and fading on the timeline just straight up doesn't understand what's going on the platform. Those people probably don't know that Pump Fund has fucking RTMPS streaming now, that you could literally connect just to OBS like I'm doing right now and stream on Pump Fund. They probably don't even know that. They probably don't even know there's a mobile app. They probably don't know that the mobile app has developed literally every single day for the past few weeks. They probably don't know that some of the biggest content creators in crypto have tokenized their brands, tokenized their programs and their content on chain, myself included. They probably don't even know. They don't pay attention. They're just trying to FUD and fade and be like, oh, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And that's an attitude that's a mistake. Constantly searching for the next thing, constantly trying to find something new and pretending that that's going to make you money. That's not how people make it here. In crypto, the people that make it believe in something. They hang on long term. They follow the ups and downs, the rocky roads. The development pipeline is not a straight shot upwards. To build something that's the best, whether it's a community, whether it's a meme coin, whether it's a launch pad, whether it's a piece of technology, you have to weather storms. You have to keep pioneering and pushing forward. You have to keep innovating. You have to make mistakes. You have to get knocked down. You have to lose a little bit, and you have to learn your lesson from those losses. And Pump Fund is no different. Just because it was the first doesn't mean that it'll be the first out. It has been trying and working and delivering so much that I have full confidence that Pump Fund is the future in a meaningful way, that Pump Fund will continue to thrive and do things that nobody else is doing and really, really just change Solana forever. Fuck Solana, it's going to change crypto forever. It's going to be the platform that onboards millions of retail investors and gets them to stay. Gets them to realize that this is way deeper than just money. That this is about culture. This is about community. This is about entertainment. This is about connection to one another. This is about a technology that's so cutting edge that it will alter the course of human history forever. Pump Fund recognizes that, and they don't shy away from the challenge. They step up to the plate, and they deliver day in and day out. God bless Pump Fund. Straight up. Fuck the fudders and fuck the faders. It's the reason why Ansem is bull posting the Pump Fund token. Ansem is a smart fucking guy. He goes against the grain. He recognizes talent, recognizes opportunity long before other people. So while 90% of the timeline is fudding and fading Pump Fund, but Ansem is saying, wait guys, look at this a little bit differently. Let's shift the perspective. And I'm not telling you to blindly follow the opinions of KOLs. I'm telling you to do your own research. Sometimes that'll put you in a position that is in opposition to the vast majority of the sheep on X. And when you're in that position, you might realize that you're in a good place. You're in a good place to have an opportunity that other people are ignoring. So just because Pump Fund was first, just because it's old, doesn't mean that it's over. There's a reason it was the most successful launchpad. It's the reason why it's remained the most successful launchpad despite numerous assassination attempts. And there's a reason why they're going to continue to innovate, develop, and pioneer the future of cryptocurrency. Shout out to Pump Fund, for real. I'm so stoked on their future. Honestly, it's epic. Well, on that note, glazing the fuck out of Pump Fund. Let's see how long my stream has been. 51 minutes. It's 2 a.m. I could go a little bit more. I'll go about 10 minutes more. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's like people don't realize how thriving this ecosystem is. Look how many streams are here. 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 4. What is that? It's like 48 or something? Am I tripping? 48 streams live right now in the middle of the night on off hours. You know, this guy's fucking 22 million market cap. 300K, 190K, and little old me down there at 100K. This shit is dope. This shit is actually so dope. And I'm live on Abstract right now too. I love Abstract. They also have streaming integrated. They're also consumer oriented, but they're a layer 2 of Ethereum. And they're connected to Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins is probably the best NFT brand in the world. They understand IP better than anyone else. Their proliferation is unmatched. A really, really quite impressive company over there at Abstract. But honestly, like they're two separate lanes. So it's not, I'm not going to compare them like that. I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. But I think they're both onto something really important. Keep an eye on both Abstract and Pump Fund. Keep an eye on the people that recognize that entertainment and onboarding and retail and consumers are the next generation of crypto. Because the next 5 years, you know, people always talk about the trajectory of Bitcoin and how Bitcoin's got to go up to XYZ. You know, it's going to 500K within the next 2 years. It's going to go to 1 million in our lifetimes, etc., etc. You have to understand that the youngest generations are growing up in a world where Bitcoin is more valuable than gold. The youngest generations are growing up in a world where this thing right here is more important than the most valuable precious metals and precious gemstones that humans have celebrated for our entire human history. I like to say this on the stream, that imagine you were alive when humans discovered gold. Like not when humans, you know, had the stock market for gold, not when humans invented jewelry, not when etc., etc., but literally when we found gold for the first time. When we looked at that shiny yellow rock and said, "Oh, that looks pretty valuable." That's what happened here with Bitcoin. For the first time in human history, we have a digital currency and a digital store of value, something that's transparent, something that's foolproof, something that's technologically sound. For the first time in human history, this exists. It's a concept that just literally did not exist 30 years ago. And now here it is. And you guys are here within the first 2 decades of this concept being invented, of this concept coming to the world. And in those 2 decades, this thing has become worth fucking $100,000. What are we doing? This is literally the advent. This is the threshold. This is the precipice of a whole new trajectory in human history. And we, in crypto, are pioneers standing right here in the middle of the beginning of the journey. Like, when we say you're so early or whatever, we like to say you're so early. Oh, I know it's late, but you're still early. Like, bro, you're earlier than anything. If you bought a fucking Bitcoin right now and put that shit locked away and you gave it to your grandkid, they would actually be able to buy a planet. I don't know what to tell you. Like this shit is beyond valuable. And you were here within 20 years of it being invented. And so consumer and retail and etc., they are the next generation because they don't know this yet. Even though it's a fundamental truth, they just don't know it yet. And that's a really exciting position to be in. I can't believe someone is actually begging for Solana in my Abstract chat. That's a first. I thought people on Abstract were rich. Aren't you guys Ethereum guys? Don't you guys have a lot of money? Motherfuckers is in my chat saying I need Sol for gas. Bro, what? Why are you trading Sol? You're an Abstract guy. But respect. Respect. I respect the hustle. I'm live on Abstract and Pump Fun at the same time. Crazy. The future is so bright. Sorry the vibes are kind of like chill right now. It's the middle of the night for me. I should have been playing the jazz music, honestly. But yeah, we're vibing out low-key. I went to the zoo earlier today. I streamed earlier today. I have the second mask wrap in the pipeline. We finished the music video today. That's going to be going live probably when I wake up. Maybe in like 5 hours or something like that. Maybe earlier. Moonpig was actually launched on Pump Fun? That's interesting. I didn't actually realize that. I was fudding Moonpig earlier, but now maybe it's not so bad. $100 million runner launched on Pump Fun in the past month? That's pretty rare. I mean, I know that it was just a James Wynn rug pull, but wow. I still can't believe that motherfucker came in here and said that Pig with Hat had nothing to do with this. Are you serious, bro? Pig with Hat has nothing to do with the $100 million runner meme coin with the exact same narrative? Bruh. Some delusional motherfuckers in this space. Let's see where we're at on the stream. Alright, we're like 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from ending the stream. Chats. Pump Fun, Abstract X. Anything you guys wanted to say? Anything you guys been thinking? Anything going on special? It's been a pretty chill stream. We haven't seen too much crazy stuff happen. Did this thing recover? Nah, it never recovered. We saw a ×2 from my paper trade. That's not bad. I'm like really confused what the fuck this is. The chart like literally looks good, which is funny. Coco Nun? Like a coconut nun? People will put anything on the blockchain. This is the magic of Pump Fun. You would never have this shit made on Believe, bro. Coco Nun. Now that's funny. Let me close out the stream by playing the Mask music video. Just because it's a fucking banger. Shout out to Spizer for making this. Spizer spazzed so hard on this. Like, this shit is beyond dope. This shit is beyond dope. Like, it's probably one of the best crypto rap music videos of all time, actually. Listen to this, chat.
Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Mask on, fucking mask on. put my mask on. All time high, we hit that shit is mad strong. Fast car, Lamborghini with that shit like NASCAR. Cat with mask, packing cash, stack it till we pass y'all. M's on M's on M's on M's on M's, I feel like Eminem. Told my new bitch I don't want no pussy, less a mask on him. Me and this little cat are shiesty match, so that's my twin in him. Try to run up, so I'll guarantee that we defending him. For the talking shit, that dog in him believe we ending him. The mask showing up every day. Cat with mask, we run a fade. Mask on. If you think I took that shit off, got your facts wrong. I don't reload. One tap, one show. CSGO mode. Blockchain code. Put my mask on. All time high, we hit that shit is mad strong. Fast car. Lamborghini with that shit like NASCAR. Cat with mask. Packing cash. Stack it till we pass y'all. M's on M's on M's on M's on M's. I feel like Eminem.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Shout out to Why Not. You see the ticker Why Not is in that video with 15,000 views, 400 likes, 75 comments. Ticker Why Not, guys. Do some research on that one. Not financial advice, but do some research on that one. Mass community shows the fuck up. Okay, since you guys show the fuck up and since you guys are still here watching, yo, I'm not gonna lie, me saying that literally got like a multi-soul buy on the chart right now. That's funny. Alright, let me show you guys the preview for the music video that's dropping tomorrow, just in case you haven't seen it. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive worldwide premiere. I'm gonna leak to you guys Mask Rap number 2's music video right now. Let me just pull up my you know what? I don't even have to pull this up. I'm pretty sure I could just play the video. Give me a second. Give me a second. It's right here actually.
Cat with mask. Cat with mask.
This
Alright.
is a crypto rap exclusive.
Chat, take a look at this. This is a world premiere, Crypto Rap exclusive. This is the Cat with Mask music video. Let me make myself disappear for a second. Alright. Chat, this is a world premiere, the Cat with Mask second music video. Watch this shit and be amazed.
Cat with mask. Cat with mask.
This is a
Cat
crypto
with
rap
mask.
exclusive.
Cat with mask. Cat with mask. Cat with mask.
It's kind of lagging, like I don't know why it's lagging. The real video is not lagging.
Cat with mask.
Yeah.
Cat with mask.
Yeah.
Cat with mask. Cat with mask.
Fucking mask.
Complete the task.
Yeah.
Gotta rep the mask.
Mask.
Chase that bag.
Chase it.
Never chase the past.
Chase no rub.
Mask on. Fucking mask on. Mask on. Fucking mask on.
Mask on.
Cat with mask. Cat with mask.
Solana.
Chase that bag.
Hey,
Never chase the past.
Chase no rub.
Two paws, toasted up with the gang.
Mask on.
Fuck rug pulls, it's a whole nother chain.
Fucking rub.
Out the bottom, rally up the troops. Ain't compromising, out for running through the group.
Through the group.
Shit post,
Hey.
looking like a zoo. Graduated, it was overdue.
On chain.
Cat jumping, I can barely snooze.
I can't sleep.
Ask about me,
Yeah.
I'm that crypto muse.
Prove it.
9 lives, 33 memes. Solana Air, surf the gas-free stream.
Zoom.
Top cat, never in between.
Top cat.
Hit the charts, boosting all the memes.
With that beam.
Cat with mask, cat with mask.
Yeah.
Cat with mask, cat with mask.
Fucking mask.
Complete the task, gotta rep the mask. Chase that bag, never chase a pass.
Chase no rubs.
Mask on, fucking mask on. Mask on, fucking mask on. Cat with mask, cat with mask.
Yeah.
Chase that bag,
Hey.
never chase a pass.
Chase no rug.
4 lives left, I risk anything.
On my cat.
Put on that mask, made the timeline sing. My laser beam, got the chart to green. Teching memes, cooking every scene. Staking cats like the Jupiter team.
Juke.
Parliament, memes on every wing.
On that wing.
Rally the spaces, never miss a thing.
You can't miss it.
Mask on, make this life a fucking dream.
Mask on.
Before the minted cat was cooking in the kitchen.
Cooking.
Now we winning, claws out for the mission. No intermission, never hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Cross chain, cat been raising all the stakes. Ain't no way, They can't match this wave.
They can't match.
We made the play. Mask don't misbehave.
We don't miss.
Rob the bear. Now we run the game. They post, we flame, but they not the same. Cat with mask. Cat with mask. Cat with mask. Cat with mask. Complete the task. Gotta rep the mask. Chase that bag. Never chase a pass. Mask on. Fuck it, mask on. Mask on. Fuck it, mask. Never chase a pass.
Why not
This
X
is a crypto
Mask?
rap exclusive.
The ticker is YNOT. YNOT.
Why not
X
ape
Mask.
some mask?
That's it. That's the video. That's the cat with mask. The live cat with mask. You feel me? You feel me? Never chase the past. Never chase the past. Mask community, when this video drops, it's going to be dropping tomorrow, early morning. I'm talking less than 6 hours from now. I need you guys to blow this shit up harder than ever. I know you motherfuckers know how to raid, because we're still getting so many fucking reposts and shit on this. 15,000 views, 185 reposts, 392 likes, 75 comments on the first song. This thing dropped only a few hours ago. I guess like 12 hours ago. But the second video is dropping tomorrow morning in just a few hours. I need y'all to do better than this. I need 200 reposts, 100 comments, 400 likes, 50 bookmarks. We're gonna run this shit up harder than ever. Not one, but 2 banger fucking raps for Mask. 2 banger fucking raps for Mask, for the best community in crypto right now. I know you guys can blow that shit up. So I'm really looking forward to it. The mask stays on. The mask stays on. And on that note, everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to have you all. I need to go to sleep so I could get up bright and early and post that song. If you guys haven't, go and check out my recent post about going to the zoo. This thing right here. Chat at the zoo. This video is a funny video. Go interact with it. Go drop a like. Go drop a comment. It's pretty dope. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's been a pleasure to have you. I go by the name of Why Not. I've got a token. It's called Why Not. It's about me. It's about this program. You don't have to buy the token to watch the program. But if you like the program, it makes me feel nice and warm and fuzzy inside if you buy the token and sit on it. Trust. We got a lot of exciting stuff in the pipeline. My USA tour starts this week. We're going to do 16 cities in the next 3 months. It's going to be crazy. So much incredible content, so many dope shows, so many powerful connections, and so many humble, wholesome moments. Just keep an eye out, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Again, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you. You guys are the best audience in crypto. I go by the name of Why Not. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. Let me go check the comments really quick, see if I ain't forgot anything from anyone. Nobody on Abstract, nobody on Pump Fun. Let me check the X real quick. On the X, they said, nah, nothing. We're in the clear. Dope. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. Get some rest. Keep in mind, it's Sunday. And Sunday is not typically the best day in the market. So be safe out there. Don't go aping into some stupid bullshit expecting to get rich. Play smart. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Buy some Why Not. Have a good night.